Hope you're all well. This is just a short, brief message for all the single people. Don't feel bad that you're single at this time of the year. Don't use it as an excuse to rush into something because, oh, Valentine's is here, I need to be with someone so I can get teddy bears, I can get flowers, I can get someone to go on a date with and spend money on them. No, don't do it. The last thing you want to do is rush into something and then you're not even happy. You're just doing it because of the time of year it is. It's just useless. It doesn't make any sense at all. So, my message for the singles is that don't feel bad. Literally, don't feel bad. A relationship is good, but it takes a lot of commitment. And use this time while you're single to get to know yourself a bit better, because the last thing you want to do is rush into a relationship and all you're doing is pleasing the other person, but you're not getting anything back. You'll just end up unhappy, and then you'll be thinking, I should have just stayed single, which, well, yeah, it's true, you should have. Getting to know yourself is very, very important, because when you don't know yourself and you get into a relationship, what will happen is that you'll take the other person's character, and if the person don't have a good character, you'll lose your own identity, and then you'll be picking up their habits, and you literally lose yourself because you didn't know yourself well enough before you got into a relationship. While you're single now, use that time to get to know yourself, use it to see what you really like, because sometimes when someone's like, tell me about yourself, and you're lost. Why are you lost? You've known yourself for how many years, but yet you can't tell someone about yourself. Build up your self-esteem, build up your self-confidence, because one thing I can tell you is that when you know yourself and you have the self-confidence in yourself, your partner will love and respect you the way you want. But whereas if you're just one person that your self-esteem is low, your self-confidence is low, your partner will sense it and they will actually take advantage of that, and it's not a nice feeling. It's not, because I've been there before. I've been that girl where I didn't know myself. I've actually been single for 2 years, or coming up to 2 years, and I think this is the best 2 years of my life, literally, because I've known I can sit here talking to you and tell you that I know myself. I know what I want. I know my next relationship will be my last relationship. Like, I've just grown out of that girl who said yes to everything, didn't have her own identity, didn't know what she wanted. I'm now a woman. I've got my head screwed on. My lifestyle's changed completely. When you're single as well, don't feel like you need to look. Just let it go with the flow. You'll be surprised who you come across. Like, you'll be surprised what things will happen. Don't focus on, I need to have a man, I need to have a girl. No, because then that means you're not your own person. That means you don't have self-confidence. Because some people, they probably get into a relationship because of anxiety, or they just don't feel confident enough, so they feel like they need that push from someone else, which is not a good thing. Is a big negative, actually, because why do you feel you need the push from someone else? Why can't you push yourself? What exactly does the other person have that you don't have yourself? When you're single as well, don't feel like you need to look. Let it go with the flow. You'll be surprised who you come across. Like, you'll be surprised what things will happen. Don't focus on, I need to have a man, I need to have a girl. No, because then that means you're not your own person. That means you don't have self-confidence. Why should you rely on someone else to boost up your self-confidence and your self-esteem? It shouldn't be like that, because when that person goes, you'll just go back to square one, and you don't need that. You need to be that person that if that person was to be like, do you know what, I don't even want to be with you no more, you could be like, okay, bye. Like, while you're single now, enjoy it, because trust me, relationships is a tough one, because you're not your own person anymore. You literally become 2 for 1. Like, you end up not only having to please yourself, but you have to now take into consideration someone else's feelings, what they like and what they don't like, doing things that they tell you to do, because obviously you may not see it as something wrong, but then when they give you an explanation and they tell you what's wrong, you have to sit down and be like, oh, right, what she said was right, what he said was right, I need to change. And you may not be ready to change. That's the most biggest mistake single people do. Single people go into a relationship thinking, yeah, I like this person, we get along, so yeah, that's what I need. No, there's a lot more to it than just liking someone and spending time with them and getting along with them. There's that whole commitment of literally giving them your heart, falling in love with them to the extent that you'll do anything for them. But if you build your self-confidence up to a certain level, I'm sure that if the person was to leave you, even though you'll be hurt, you wouldn't be hurt to the extent that you become depressed. Because depression only comes from you needing that person so badly, and you have you evolving your lifestyle around that person so badly that you can't live without them. Not saying that you not being able to live with someone without someone is a bad thing, but you could feel it, but to actually physically live like that, it is a bad thing. But yeah, I really want to keep this brief. So don't feel bad about being single. You know, don't let your past relationships stop you from being with someone as well. Maybe you're single because your last partner was a cheater, a liar, or she did certain things you didn't like, or he did certain things you didn't like. You know, there's just a variety of reasons why you could be single now. But don't let the reason why you're single be a negative reason. Make sure it's a positive one. Like maybe you're taking time out to get to know yourself better, build your empire, you start your own business before you want to settle down. Like, that's not a bad thing at all. That's a really good thing, because, you know, relationship means a lot of sacrifices and it means a lot of time as well. So when you're starting something up, it does take a lot of your time that you would use towards your project. So don't feel bad that you're single. Just use it as a time to get to know yourself better and prepare yourself for your next relationship. Because I'm sure that your next relationship, you don't want it to be a game. You want it to be the real thing. So that's all I have to say for today. Thank you for listening and thank you for coming back. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.